Hi everyone, we are LaChiMoLaLa,
LaChiMoLaLa.
and we are here with our BTS concert predictions for Permission to Dance, the online concert, which is happening very, very soon, like probably in a day. So, well, I mean, depending on when you're seeing it. If you're seeing the delayed streaming, you got another week, but stay off social media because it'll spoil everything. Or watch everything to get ready to be happy. It kind of
Right.
depends on you. But we just thought we'd throw out like some wishful thinking for songs, wishful thinking for venues, and a lot of predictions about what they'll look like.
Though none of them have long hair like this, so I don't know why I did this.
I did it too because you just copied me. I mean, they do
Yes.
have kind of long hair though. Some of them, it's happening. It's
Yeah,
Sugar kind
Jimmy.
of almost got a wolf cut.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
I'm obsessed with wolf cuts because I love Byungyu from TXT. Side note, side note. I want a wolf cut, honestly, but I tried I put like a photo editor on, and I don't think it would be cute.
Well, you never know if you did it, right? I
That's
thought I
true.
looked I thought I looked terrible with a bob cut, but I wound up looking okay. I mean,
Just okay. Wow, a ringing endorsement for me to get a wolf cut. I could look okay.
it's better than horrible.
I guess that's true. That's true. But we really want, I mean, I know I really want Jimin with his cute little man bun. I don't want him to have cut it off yet. It's so adorable. I'm obsessed with it. I mean, even though he can only put the tiniest bit back, I'm like all about it. I bring back the JK man bun, actually. Bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they
love
both
that.
look good with okay, so some men don't look good with long hair
Agreed.
and they look good with long hair
Super
and
agreed.
I'm gonna slide in another guy in here. Hunjin from Stray Kids looks great with long hair. So when he cut his hair short, I was like, oh. But anyways, we're not talking about him, but I'm just giving examples.
Yeah.
Examples. So
And I'm hoping for like some bright colors, like, some fun hair colors. I don't know why, but like that always makes me happy. I'm sure it's a total pain in their butt, but like, I don't know, like, shouldn't Jin have pink hair? He loves pink. Let's give Jin pink hair.
yeah, I haven't seen Jin in pink hair for a while. Honestly, I think they're all gonna be just brown and black hair.
Probably. They're probably fresh off in the soup. They don't
Yeah.
have time or whatever. But I don't know. I just think that they always do something interesting. Like they always have cool visuals or like really interesting costumes or outfits. Like so I'm just anticipating everything. Like literally, I'm even fantasizing about hair colors. That's how excited I am to see this concert.
Well, it's part of the whole get up, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So but honestly, my prediction, I feel like it's just gonna be, you know, black and brown. Like but when it's the
And some
offline
platinum. There's definitely going to be at least one platinum.
there has to be at least one, right? Like I think when they went to the UN, it was just two of them. It
Yeah,
was Suga and J-Hope that had like colored hair.
yeah.
So, but knowing J-Hope though, he's very fashionable. So
Yes.
he may have, the different colored hair. Maybe he'll go back to the platinum
I like
or
it
something.
platinum. I think it looks
Yeah.
really, really good on him. And I kind
Yeah.
of like Suga when he had gray hair, when he had that like silvery hair. I was like super into that. That was really cute. I
Yeah.
know for a fact JK is going to wear a matching top and bottom because he loves sets. That's all he does. I
His matching
100%
sets.
guarantee they'll be wearing Louis Vuitton at least once,
Yeah.
probably more than once.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but like, have you noticed? Like, I feel like they have like a license agreement, somewhere, or I don't know, some sort of like agreement because like they would wear a lot of Chanel and Gucci, especially Gucci. So like in the Butter video, you see like Jimin wearing the Gucci shirt, or like Dynamite 2, you see them wearing like Gucci stuff, or is it Gucci? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gucci. So, but yeah, but during Butter. I'm pretty sure that they were already Louis Vuitton ambassadors too. So,
But they have been wearing like a lot of Louis Vuitton in their V lives and stuff. That's why I was wondering if maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, maybe that's just for the music videos, but maybe live concerts, yeah, maybe it's all Louis Vuitton stuff, because in the soup it's all Louis Vuitton too, with their licensed apparel. They're in the soup clothing, that they have. So,
which I love. I love how everything just seems so easy. You know what I mean? It's real staycation clothing. That's what I like about
it. Yeah. But we'll talk about that in our In the Soup episode.
Come back for that. Come back for that.
Yeah.
So where do you think it's going to take place? Like, I was thinking they could, Hybe's so big now. We've seen those practice rooms. They're enormous. Like, there's pretty much a soundstage there. So they could use like multiple levels there if they wanted to really keep it in-house. Or are they going to rent a stadium like they did for Suwuzu? I don't know.
I am predicting stadium because let's see. Their latest V Live, they were talking about how they would rent out stadiums in advance, hoping that things would slowly come back to normal, and that there'll be some people like in the seating areas. But now like COVID over there, the surge over there is not that great right now, or it's pretty bad over there. So they still kind of have like concerts and stuff like that. So they'll rent out multiple like months in advance these stadiums, but with no people. So
so you're saying they probably already have a couple like on tap.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm totally wrong. Watch it's that Hybe. And you're right. But I'm gonna go with stadium again, because for Suwuzu, like they had an outdoor stadium, but this time around I think it might be indoors. So just to make it different, because last time
that's why I don't think they'll pick the exact same place. Like, you're right, because it wasn't that long ago. So I feel like they'll switch it up, but I don't know how. I don't know what the stadiums in Korea in Seoul the situation is. For all I know, there's 3 or 30.
I don't know either, because I don't know any stadiums in Korea, but I feel like it's going to be indoors in a big venue. So,
and hopefully with lots of light sticks and faux army. I wish we could have raffled off cutouts of ourselves or something to be sitting there. That would have been really cute. That's an idea for next time.
I know. They should have done that like the Dodgers games. Like, you pay like $100 just to have like a picture of a cutout of yourself. They would have loved that.
Of course. It must be hard giving. They're professionals, but it would be hard giving that level of performance when you can see it's empty.
Yeah.
So I hope you're right and it is indoors, because then with the lights on you don't know.
Yeah. And plus it's like fall too. I don't know how Korea is over there, but I would imagine that it's like cold and raining and not like how it is in California, because there's no seasons. So there's only 2. I just know 2.
It's winter. It's been 65. It's very cold.
It's fall. It's fall, and there's only fall and summer.
Fall?
Yeah.
See, I really don't know, because I'm from California.
Yeah.
When does the season start? I don't know.
It's all the same.
There's only 2 seasons, fire and drought.
That's it. Exactly.
Sorry, California joke.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited because I feel like it's going to be grand no matter how they do it. I always love their sets and like the art direction and stuff. And you and I both watched that TXT online concert that they did recently, and they had those amazing like digital, it almost looked like an art installation, like the backgrounds, and they were all digital screens and the saturated colors. So I'm hoping for something like that. I'm kind of using that as my blueprint, hoping for what this is going to be, because TXT performed 25 songs and they were there for 2.5 hours. So I'm kind of hoping that's what we're going to get with BTS, because they have a much bigger catalog.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, you have a good point, because I feel like, TXT's concert was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Yeah. So it's really close.
It was close.
So I would imagine that they would reuse that type of like digital screens and stuff like that, to portray like whatever like imagery that they want to do, because like TXT's like stage presence and like their stage presence was amazing, but and part of that too is not, obviously them, because they're amazing, but then it helped with the background. I'm like, what would you say?
And you're right, they just need to reprogram it. I mean, it's probably already there. I mean, maybe it's in the exact same place they did TXT, who knows?
Yeah,
because that was a big stadium indoors.
Oh yeah. So I would think that they would have to reuse that because those things are so expensive, like ridiculously expensive. So
that's why I kind of thought it might be in Hy-B. Save some money, guys. You've got everything you need right there. You got everything.
Or they already spent the money already on the stadiums and they didn't utilize it.
There's probably no refund for that.
But you know what? But if you really think about that, yeah, there's no refund, I would think. But then
don't get your deposit back.
Yeah. But like hauling the stuff back and forth too is also like time and money. So
and having to like reassemble it and tear down.
Yeah, because like when we watched the Suwuzu concert, like they brought on like cars onto the stage, you know, when it was like chicken noodle soup. So
and the car they came out in, like little mini Winnebago or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something that they had at the TXT too, was those little vignettes, the pre-filmed stuff. So I hope there's going to be more of those.
Oh yeah.
They had it like Suwuzu as well. Those were really cute. I love those. Yeah. They always have some sort of like fun concept.
Did you wind up seeing like the Permission to Dance like teaser that they had? They had a specific teaser for
the concert,
and they were shooting pool, I think.
Ooh, so that's probably going to be in there somehow. Cool.
So some sort of I would think some sort of laid back like vignette or something like that of that, you know, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they might be in space again, you know, but I doubt it because that's not their theme like it was for Suwuzu, you know, which means microcosmos, whatever. So
maybe since it's Permission to Dance, which is kind of about the world, you know, getting better and coming out of this, maybe each one will take place in like a different city or a different set. I mean, if you think about it, they've been traveling a little bit lately. Maybe they filmed something in New York. Maybe they filmed something at home. Maybe they filmed something somewhere we don't even know about. I don't know. We're just spitballing here, guys. We really don't know.
But that sounds like a great idea, though. Like I wouldn't.
I'm full of great ideas.
I know. Seriously, I'm all for that.
I'll get you free tickets. Tammy, you're so in if I'm in.
Yes,
so in.
Be in, please.
So what do you think about songs? I mean, obviously they're going to do Butter and Permission to Dance. That's like a given, right?
Yeah, Butter, Permission to Dance. I feel like they're going to sing a lot of their 2020 songs like On. They really love On.
Even though they did perform that Map of the Soul concert, you still think that, because I guess you're right, they haven't gotten to perform them very often.
So I feel like they're going to perform On, Black Swan. I don't know, like they're definitely gonna play a lot of their catalog stuff too. So it's a matter of what, because like I think for the one concert last year, there were like a lot of songs that I'm like, oh man, they didn't sing Idol, you know, or you know, because like that era, like oh my gosh, like they don't sing Blood, Sweat and Tears a lot, which is my favorite song. And you know, so
are we hoping it'll be more of a retrospective though, because it's not technically Map of the Soul? So like maybe more of their, like, what if all their solos are Map of the Soul? Please filter, please.
Yes, I know.
But maybe their group songs could be like more more diversified, like from the full catalog. Like, I mean, they're definitely going to do Spring Day. They have to, please.
Yeah,
and but yeah, maybe instead of doing like maybe instead of doing Black Swan, they'll do Blood, Sweat, and Tears, or, you know, they could do, I would love it if they did Not Today. I love Not Today. I know they did it, but I love it. Please do it every time I see you.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, there's so many group songs that they could reach for from back in the day. I mean,
like, So What?
Yeah,
because I'm wondering the songs that they sang for their last online concert last year, I wonder if they're gonna leave them out, like Run was one of them, and you know, but I'm hoping that they'll do Idol, because that's one of my favorite songs too.
I would be really like it if they did like a weird rap line song. And by weird, I just mean an older one like Cypher 4 or I don't know. Well, I mean, I love everybody does.
Yeah.
But I kind of think it would be fun if they did something a little older, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for some of the solos too, that could be really cool. Like I'd love to hear, you know, JK sing Euphoria instead of My Time, even though I love My Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Jin. What if Jin's saying like
Epiphany?
yeah, not Epiphany. I was thinking of the one that starts with an A.
Oh,
No, it doesn't start with an A.
I'm like,
I'll think of it, guys. Give me a second.
Yeah, I
The
wouldn't
one
mind.
from Love Yourself.
Isn't that Epiphany?
Is it?
Yeah, it's Epiphany. Moon.
All right,
Moon
Epiphany.
is map
Fine.
of the soul.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, it'd be fun for that. Or like, I mean, I would love if Sugar did Seesaw. That would be amazing.
Oh my gosh, Seesaw, I would die.
I would also love if they did some of the ones that don't make it to the big albums, like Home from Persona.
Oh, I love Home.
I love Home so much. It's so good. Or like, what's the one? Is it Pied Piper? I
love
Yourself,
Piper.
right?
Okay,
Yeah,
I love every single song that you keep spitting out. Please do it. Manifest.
And I love a lot of songs from the Forever Young or the Most Beautiful Moment in Life, like albums like Autumn Leaves and House of Cards. I mean,
House of Cards
stuff. They just have so much good stuff. Like,
yeah,
I kind of hope it's more of a retrospective. Like, I hesitate to say greatest hits because that implies that they're not going to have any more, and they will. But yeah, I just feel like since they just did Map of the Soul, they might pick and choose just a few things from there and try and give something like that has a little more history.
Yeah. So
that's what I want. Give me what I want.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sidebar really quickly from the concert because this is a hot topic that was talked about, and it was still talked about today because my brother sent me an article about BTS and their distribution agreement. So what happened, like if you guys don't know, basically BTS cut ties with their old distributor, which is Columbia Records, and
they're under Sony, right?
Yeah, Columbia Records is part of Sony. And so basically they went with Universal Music Group. So they've been with Universal Music Group Japan. So in the Japan region, like how they promote BTS in Japan is amazing.
They have a lot more merch and it's very different. Very different. Yeah. I follow someone on Instagram, BTS Princess, check her out. And she only does Japanese merch and it's like really fun. There's lots of like little cutesy stuff. It's much more adorable.
Yeah. And the prices are a lot more reasonable too, you know. So that was one thing. I'm sure that there's like a lot of other things that of course behind the scenes that we don't know about, but from the articles that I read or gathered, hopefully it's not hearsay, but it's from Variety and like, you know,
that's pretty legit.
Legit sources, but
that's the New York Times of entertainment news.
Yeah. So apparently Ron Perry he's with Columbia Records, like he didn't have a really strong relationship with Bang. Well, at the time, you know, or Hitman, which is, we all know, used to be the CEO and found BTS pretty much, you know, but they didn't have a strong relationship, and their promotion or their promos of like Dynamite, you know, was pretty strong, but Butter wasn't. So it wasn't as strong. Like the radio play for Dynamite was great, and I believe the distribution agreement and the marketing started back in 2018. So that's a pretty big year for BTS because that's the whole like Love Yourself campaign, right?
And they were like, yeah, UN ambassadors and all that.
Yeah. So so Columbia's job was to help promote the band, but obviously because they're in Korean, you know, a lot of their great songs that we love because we're ARMY, the rest of the Western world doesn't really know, I mean, unless you're Army.
And luckily there's a lot of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of us, but they were supposed to do a better job at promoting in general.
Yeah, especially when you have like a platform like the UN that you're a part of. I mean, that translates to any language, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of publicity.
Yeah, so they left Columbia Records / Sony, and then now they're with Universal Music Group, which is, as you guys know, one of the three big labels. The three big labels is Universal, Warner, and Sony. So those are the big three. And so Universal actually has a lot of great artists on there. Like they have a huge roster. They have like also like Island Records, Republic, they have just their roster.
We have Interscope. Is
Interscope?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it all falls under the Universal Music Group umbrella. So Universal, their job now is to distribute, their music and provide marketing. And Universal is really good at marketing like the artists. Like, does Billie Eilish ring a bell to you? Yeah, like she's an example of a Universal Music artist, and everyone knows Billie Eilish. Does Olivia Rodrigo ring a bell? So another artist, so these are just examples of how Universal could potentially promote BTS, and they're not just their English music, but also their Korean music.
Yeah.
So it's something to be excited about.
Hopefully it means more visibility, right? Not less. So
mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was a major complaint among like Army too, that they're not like Columbia did a poor job in promoting BTS, and that they only promoted like their English music, to the Western world, which I kind of see, because Life Goes On like shot up to number 1 on the Billboard charts, but no one heard Life Goes On in mainstream America, so.
Which honestly I think is doing a disservice to, Americans and English speakers. We're not so bound by that anymore. I feel like the world is such a global village. I mean, we've talked about this a lot before, but you can appreciate music and not know the lyrics. I mean,
exactly.
You can. It's very easy. Otherwise, no one would listen to instrumentals. There would be no classical music if you needed lyrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they're undercutting their audience. They think that we won't get it or we won't understand it because we can't understand it. It's like I could still feel all the emotion in Idol, even if I don't know what the lyrics are.
Yeah,
I do. I've loved it. But like, you don't have to be a crazy fan to still appreciate it. So I mean, look at Shakira. Shakira had huge #1 albums in the States way before she wrote in English.
Yeah, another example, I mean, there's like a lot of Latin bands too. I mean, like Despacito, like I actually don't understand the Spanish part until this day. I've never looked it up, but
that song did so well. There's tons of artists like that right now, like Jay Blavin or Bad Bunny. Like there's tons of people who it's not all in English, but it's awesome. It's great. Like music is music. Anything that you relate to, like on a sonic level, you don't really need to fully understand everything. I mean, personal opinion, but I think that if the beat is right, you'll love it no matter what.
I feel the same way. But also for me though, I guess like I lean towards more of the music than the words first. So I think we talked about this. Like I have a tendency, for me personally, like I'm not a musician or anything like that, but like for me, I don't learn or hear the words, even if they're in English sometimes too. Like the vinyl song, I will tell you right now, I know what the words are now, but then like I listen to like the beat of the music bed first before I heard like the lyrics, and then when I started listening to the lyrics of touch myself, okay, then I got it.
Please tell me you sing that at karaoke.
Yes, I have several times.
I knew it. It's a crowd pleaser. Literally.
But yeah, I have my friends to vouch for me. Yes, I'm
Well, it's
but
funny when
anyway,
you were mentioning Universal too, like that made me think TXT is also distributed by Universal, at least their Japanese stuff. I'm not
yeah.
sure about their American stuff, but
Um,
maybe they already had those connections with younger bands and they were just waiting for the Sony contract to come due
yeah.
before they could just.
Yeah, so for TXT, they fall under Republic Records, which is under the whole like Universal umbrella.
Ah.
So I'm assuming that you know, Big Hit or Hybe probably liked what they saw with TXT too.
Well, and
And
they
plus,
already cultivated those relationships. It makes sense if this one is working out way better, why not?
yeah, and plus, I believe Bang also has like a really good relationship with the CEO at UMG too. So that's what I read. Um,
I kind of wonder if maybe Sony didn't take them as seriously as, like as no one could predict how huge they were going to be. But like you said, when they signed him in 2018, they were already huge. You can
mhm,
be huge all over the world and be nothing in America, but it's
yeah,
like the rest of the world has a lot of people in
yeah.
it. So I just feel like maybe they were never treated like the actual stars that they are there. And it's not that I think they have big heads or like they need like diva treatment. I just feel like they weren't getting what they needed to keep growing
Yeah.
the way they wanted to expand.
Yeah, I mean, like even here locally, I would get frustrated because yes, I still listen to the radio, you know, but I don't just stream Spotify, but I do.
You're 100.
Yes.
Is it AM?
Well, you know, I am a little bit younger, so FM, okay? So but yeah, I would get frustrated when, you know, I would hear Olivia Rodrigo's song. No, nothing against her or anything like that, but like their songs came out at the same time, both BTS and Olivia's songs back in May. And I would hear like I think it was Deja Vu or something like that, one of her
Driver's
tracks.
license.
Oh, Driver's License, you know, like multiple times, like literally like 6 times in an hour, you know. Okay,
Wow.
that's exaggerating, 3. But
That's still
but
a lot.
yeah, it's still a lot. But
Like
then
every
like
20 minutes, that's a lot.
yeah. So then I don't hear like BTS until like once every 3 hours, you know? So it's like there's like a stark difference between the two, you know, and it's very unfortunate because it's like they deserve more attention than that. I feel like, you know.
And you
So
just pointed out Olivia's a Universal artist, so it's obvious that they have better connections with the radio stations. I have a lot of thoughts about radio stations. It's a giant monopoly at this point, all owned by basically one company. So
mhm.
they just set whatever they set. You know what I mean? It's not fair play. You can't be an up and coming artist and get on a radio. You really can't. Like it's almost impossible.
Yeah,
Your company needs to pay that company to get you any publicity. And I personally, that's not what the radio was invented for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Some of the best artists I ever found, like in high school, was from the radio. It was from like local shows, people playing local bands, and it's just really, it's like a disservice to musicians,
yeah,
because they probably got more when it played on the radio than they do on Spotify.
yeah,
So, I mean, not they can make money on Spotify, but it takes a lot of streams.
yeah,
Not everyone's Taylor Swift, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Tay
yeah,
Tay.
yeah.
Is she a Universal artist? I bet you she is.
She used to be with Big Machine Records and she left that. I don't know, to be
I
honest.
wonder. I
And
wonder.
she could be on her own label.
Probably.
But I don't know. I forget.
No.
I have a tendency to read like which artist is on which label too, but I know she was feuding with Scooter Braun and
Yeah.
because he
So that's an issue.
yeah that's another separate thing because then Scooter Braun
Bieber's on Universal, right? Bieber's on Universal. I think Demi Lovato's on Universal.
yeah so
I mean, there's a lot of people on Universal, a ton. Like you said, there's only 3 companies, so
yeah
not quite a monopoly, but close.
yeah so but yeah so anyways just since we were talking about that okay back to the concert but good things ahead for BTS, I'm sure, like fingers crossed, because Universal is a huge huge company with a great roster, and they know how to market their people. So
tentacles everywhere.
yeah. So hopefully BTS gets their time, in the
Nice.
Western world. I mean, obviously they have their time in Korea and everywhere else, but
Yeah,
it's not here yet.
it'd be nice if we could finally get on that BTS train, please.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're
There
already
was
on
one.
there.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
else
well
needs
we're
to
on
be.
there, but I'd like to bring everyone else with us.
Yeah.
Because you guys are missing out. There
It's
was
true.
one other thing I really wanted to talk about for the concert.
Yeah.
Do you think, the Twitter versus a buzz because people think there's going to be special guests? Special guests. And I have to say, BTS has very loose lips. Do you remember when right after Butter was doing really good and Suga was like talking about how they were doing a song with Ed Sheeran and everyone's like, no, we aren't. Shut up. And then literally he was like, he already announced it. I'm going to talk about it. And they're like, they're saying you can't. So stop. So I kind of believe that they are going to have someone after V, spilled a little tea.
And I will give you another example about spilling the tea. Remember on Jin's V Live, he talked about someone who's a band in Big, and we all had a hunch that it was going to be Coldplay, that was going to be their next collaboration.
Yeah.
So
yep.
To stack on your loose lips, yes. So I agree with you 100%. I feel like they're going to bring out their brothers on stage, their little brothers, TXT and Hyphen.
My gosh, I hope so. I hope so. It will. Tammy knows this, but I will literally have a meltdown if BTS and TXT are performing together. And
let it out, girl. Let it out.
I'm Mo Army, so I'm very, very invested. And also TXT loves them. Like they really look up to them. They know they're like Army. They not like, they are Army.
They're totally
all the words. Yojin can actually rap all of Digita. Like that's hard. Who memorizes that? I mean, I'm sure it helps that you know Korean. I definitely am going to have a much harder time with it. But yeah, I feel like if they got to perform a song together, it would just be so nice because, they're both bands. Even though BTS has accomplished so much, I feel like they're still on the rise in a way. And TXT is definitely, walking in their footsteps. Like they're right behind them. BTS has the snowplow and TXT is just coming along.
Yeah.
So I just think it would be so cool. And they have a lot in common.
They do.
I don't know. I don't know as much about Hyphen. I mean, I've only listened to their EPs a little bit, so I don't really know what their relationship is. But I do feel like BTS is very supportive of all their junior groups.
No, yeah, most definitely. Especially bringing them up on V Live too. Both of their names, actually.
Yeah.
So
that alone is going to get them some listens. So
yeah. So if you guys haven't watched the V Live yet and you need English subtitles, it's there. So it's I forgot what the title of it is. Something about like a surprise visit before the concert. So watch that V Live because that's what they're talking about, that they're dropping little hints about TXT and Hyphen. But I honestly, I don't know either their relationship with Hyphen either, but we all know their relationship with TXT because it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's a good one. They love each other.
Yeah. Like they totally love each other. Like it was even filmed that like they wanted, like TXT wanted BTS's number, and numbers, and they're like, oh my gosh, you don't have it yet, so it's like
there's some really cute early V Lives the first year of TXT where they're like in a practice room and Jimin will just walk in and then he'll sit down and hang out for a little while, or V or whatever, and you can just see them get flustered. TXT, they're like like they love them so much. It's so adorable. Bongyu totally is just like with his mouth open staring like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I do think, especially for TXT, it would be a dream come true in a way that Army can really appreciate, because if it happened to us, we would also freak out. I am available for all concerts. Please call me or leave a comment down below. So yeah, I get so excited just for them, like, because it feels like it would be me. I don't know.
Because I feel like they won't have a guest artist that's not I feel like it would be internal first, so
It's probably
definitely.
not Megan Thee Stallion, although that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing,
Unfortunately,
but I think it's gonna be all internal, like high B, like all of their artists first. So I don't think there'll be any outside guest appearances for the online
17 just
content.
dropped a new album.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not as close with them, but technically they're on the same label.
I
I don't know.
mean, yeah. I mean, they're under the big umbrella, but
I mean, they didn't name drop them like they did the other two. So, and they're probably not going to have a ton of guest stars because they really don't need it.
Yeah,
they don't need it. They have the catalog. They have all the hits themselves. They don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, they don't, but I think they'll do it just because one, they're promoting their junior band, or junior band, like junior bands. Yeah,
they're juniors.
They're juniors. Yeah, they're promoting their juniors, which is like very important to them. Mm-hmm. And then second, it gives them a break.
Exactly.
So having that break is very important. I feel. So,
and one important thing I also think about BTS that people don't talk about as much, we talk a lot about how much they write and produce their own stuff. Mm-hmm. They write and produce a lot of other people's stuff too. I mean, we talked about how RM was worked on Love Song for TXT. I mean, Suga literally just produced a song that was dropped 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Omi.
Yeah, and they do that for other bands as well. There's probably an ENHYPEN song that we don't know about that one of them worked on. So it would be kind of nice, to have one of those songs that they've already worked on be incorporated in. And I think that's where they are going to have such long careers, because even if BTS finally decides not to work as a group anymore, which you can never do.
Please don't, knock on wood.
Knock on my head. That's they would still have very impressive careers writing, producing, choreographing, like just they can do it all. And they're not, to your point earlier, they're not shy about wanting to help other people and wanting to pass on everything they've learned. It's not like they're hoarding it for themselves.
Yeah. They're always so giving,
Yeah. They're proud to be trailblazers, but the real trailblazing thing for me is how much they give back to junior artists.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd see that in America as much. It'd be like, you're my competition.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it is cutthroat, because like even with bands, right, in America, we also talked about this before, like when you see a group like NSYNC or Backstreet and someone goes solo, like we already predict that they're going to break up. Because that's just how it is in America, whereas I find it so fascinating in Korea, like that's not the case. Like you see, like Hobie going solo and RM going solo, but they're still together, so, and they're all
supportive. It's not just that band, it's tons of bands do that. So
like Lisa from Blackpink,
or Jimin from SHINee. There's tons of them. It's so, it feels much more generous. I don't know if generous the right word. Like they're able to work on stuff that doesn't fit for the group but still put it out. I feel like in America, if you start writing too many songs that don't work for your group, like you said, you break up because you're like, well, I want to do these songs, I'm out of here. But they get the opportunity to show different colors and still come back to the group.
Or sometimes you go solo and you sing a song that is very similar to the band and they wound up creating a part 2. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's Airplane. So they helped sing Airplane and Bang was like, this could be a BTS song. Let's do a part 2. So then there's Airplane part 2 and we all love Airplane part 2.
Which is super cool. He could have just been like, we're going to do that song. No one will ever hear your other version, but that's not what they did. They took it and ran with it and made something completely new.
Which is amazing. So there, I mean, and RM always goes back to like, we're always stronger together. And with that mentality, it's like, you guys could go ahead and do your individual mixtapes and stuff like that. But
still waiting on it, Tay and JK.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, they come back together and they're stronger together. And so I think that mentality is also a reason why, you know, this band is still together, you know, as opposed to like other Western bands that don't have that mentality where it's like, oh, I just want to be heard with my own voice, and you know, and they don't have that same mentality. So yeah. But yeah, but to your point though, yes, I do think that TXT, I have a feeling that TXT is going to be there for sure. Not sure about ENHYPEN, maybe because they mentioned them, but
it would be cool even if they didn't like sing with them, if they like danced or something, you know, like backup dancers or something like that, because it's pretty hard to be a BTS backup dancer. FYI. Ask Lino from Stray Kids. That's where he started, and now he's in an amazing band. So it literally works you that hard that you could be a pop star yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be kind of cool. They don't have to necessarily, you know, do a duet, but even if they were just like on stage for the sound check or something, it would be fun.
Yeah, because during that V Live, like they were trying to give spoilers, but not at the same time. It was really funny. Like, give a spoiler. We're gonna sing "Permission to Dance."
Right.
Yeah, haha, Jin.
And you never know, they might do. Remember how with like Dynamite and Butter, like there's all those different remixes. Maybe we haven't really had a lot of Permission to Dance remixes. Maybe we'll get like an interesting version, like a rock version or tropical mix. They love tropical mixes.
They do.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's too early for a holiday mix. But I mean, we usually have, is it?
A Halloween one?
Tons of remixes, and Permission to Dance really doesn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if they drop a Megan Thee Stallion remix of Permission to Dance, we will both freak out. But yeah, I mean, you never know what they're gonna do. That's the other fun thing. Their songs are always malleable. They rearrange them, they change the tone, they always sound new in a way, which I feel like makes them feel really classic.
Yeah. So we should go back to like what you think that they're gonna sing. So I think we should choose 20 songs. Is that?
Oh my gosh, that's too many. Yeah. How about we give our top, each of us give a top 3. 20 songs, girl.
Not top 10. Dude, it's so hard. Because we know that they're gonna sing Dynamite, they're gonna sing Butter, they're gonna sing Permission to Dance, obviously, because those are the three newest singles, you know. They're definitely gonna sing Life Goes On. I hope that they sing Home too.
Yeah, I really hope they sing Home,
because that goes really well with Life Goes On. And
I would really like if they sang Disease.
Oh, Disease.
I know that's kind of like they're always singing like Telepathy or whatever, but I would like Disease. That's what I would like. I would like Blue and Gray.
Oh yes,
a lot. That would be amazing. Oh, we already talked Dimple. I would like Dimple. There's so many good ones. I don't know, like I almost get overwhelmed like just trying to think I would also like something like really old and random.
I like Paradise.
I love Paradise. What's Paradise. The one that's about Pluto with all the numbers?
1, 3, 4. I don't know the coordinates. 1, 3, 4.
I don't know the coordinates either.
1,
that's
3,
why I'm
4,
always like that number song. I like that.
1, 3, 4, 0, 6, 1 or something like that. Yeah. The Pluto coordinates. If you guys did not know that, that's a Pluto's coordinates. So
I actually, right now it might be really nice if they sang the outro, You'll Never Walk Alone, that supplemental song at the end.
Yeah.
That has a real like current feel about it because we all feel a little alone right now.
Yeah.
So I would love something like that.
But
I already said Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
But I think they sang that outro at Sowuzu, right?
Oh, did they? Maybe they did.
Yes, they did. They did. So
that's why I'm like, I love it. Sing it again.
Yeah. So I don't think they'll sing that again. So I feel like the songs that they picked out for Sowuzu
are off limits, probably.
I wouldn't say off limits, but like I feel like they're probably not gonna do it this time around.
I would like Jimin J-Hope dance off a la Mama Awards. Let's have some of that. That sounds fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Or what if they did is it Friends, right? With V and Jimin? Like I would be down
Yes.
for that. That would be fun.
Okay, another sidebar. So if you guys didn't know, there's a lot of BTS news this week, you know. It is crazy. So
Always.
yeah, yeah. So for the Eternals, it's coming out in November, first November 3rd or 4th or something like that. First week of November, that's when the movie's going to come out. And so it was rumored that the Friends track is going to be used in the movie. So again, in the V Live, they talked about that, and all of them were pretty much like kind of. I feel like Jimin had an idea, but he didn't outright like confirm it. But like Jin was like, "How come they didn't tell us? They didn't tell us." You know, like why didn't they say anything?
I have to say it's a little odd to me, Marvel. But whatever. I'm happy. I'm not against it. I'm happy for them to get all the promotional play they can get and for us to make Army bigger than it ever has been.
Yeah.
I'm just a little surprised. I don't think of Marvel as being that cool. I mean, sometimes they are, but yeah, not on the soundtrack side. So,
well, I would beg to differ. I feel like they're very cool because they did feature Psy's song before in one of their movies in Black Panther. So, I believe it was a Black Panther. Yeah, it's in one of their Marvel movies. So that was the first K-pop act to, you know. So I'm like, all right. DC didn't do that, so Marvel did it first. No. So now Marvel's cool to me.
DC's soundtracks are not cool either. Let me say that right away.
Okay.
Very not cool. Actually, Birds of Prey is the only good one because it's all kick-ass women. Yeah. Anything with like Doja Cat, I'm in.
I will say though, the Guardians of the Galaxy, their licensed tracks are very good. Like the songs that they chose. Like if you ever have an opportunity to listen, yeah, so you have to watch it because that actually the music is really, really good for Guardians of the Galaxy. So 100% like recommend that soundtrack. But anyways, we're not talking about Marvel. This is not a Marvel podcast or whatever it is or YouTube. But going back to they were talking about using Friends, which is, you know, a song that Jimin wrote, composed, produced, you know. So if you guys,
that'd be awesome for him. He can get some major royalties.
Yeah, so it's not just royalties, it's also a lot of royalties. You know, I was gonna say like
exposure, right?
A lot of like synchronization with that song, you know, to the movie, which is like, yeah, you're right, the exposure to it. But yeah, so that was, if you guys were wondering why that was trending on Twitter, yeah, that's the reason why. It's so cute. Like his name, it was trending, producer Jimin, and so it was the Friends song from, you know, BTS. So
love it.
Great. Okay, so going back to, I feel like they're gonna sing Friends offline, their offline concert, but that's a different topic, you know, that we're gonna talk about as it gets closer. But I think for the online concert, I don't think that they'll sing Friends yet.
Too soon.
I think it's too soon. But watch, I'll be totally wrong because normally I'm the opposite, you know. So when I say, "Oh, that's not going to happen," it's going to happen. So,
well, I really hope they sing 0 o'clock, even though I know I said I don't want them to sing a bunch of Map of the Soul. It's not that I don't want them to. It's just, you know, I like all their eras. I want a little bit from everything.
Yeah.
Just a nibble from each and every part.
Yeah. I mean,
there's so many things you could look forward to. It's impossible to pick.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering is that if they're gonna bring 3J in for like a segment, since it was so popular that they danced to Megan Thee Stallion's version of Butter. But then I don't think that so I don't know if you saw the behind the scenes of that, but the struggle was real for all three of them because they're all like perfectionists. So I'm not sure if they're going to perform that because yeah, they did a lot of takes on that song, so
But hopefully maybe, they'll do some, I mean, all three of them are such amazing dancers.
oh
They'll be
yeah.
amazing no matter what. But yeah, it would be, I definitely think it would be fun to have like a little mini dance break where
Yeah.
there's not, even Boy Meets Evil, something like
Oh,
that. You know what I mean?
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I would love it if it was more than one person. It would be just really fun, just really cool. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And who knows, they might do one of their Festa songs. Maybe RM will do Bicycle.
Mm,
Maybe they'll do Dadang. Maybe, there's all their unofficial official songs as well.
I love
So it's
Dang.
really like an endless buffet of
Yeah.
BTS.
Yeah. So it's really hard to choose like just a set list of their songs. It's so hard.
It really depends on what the theme and the concept is.
Yeah.
Because you can make so many different, I mean, I'm sure, Army, you have tried this with me. You can make a playlist for every mood. Every mood, every season, every flavor. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping for lots of dancey stuff, lots of upbeat, up tempo. I mean, I want to, which Permission to Dance is. I feel like this is going to be a concert about like enjoying life and enjoying the moment, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I doubt there's going to be a lot of like sad songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that there'll be any sad song. Well, I mean, maybe
There'll be a couple, but I don't think it'll be, mostly predominantly that. Hopefully it's going to be mostly upbeat stuff. Just, I know we're not anywhere near over with this pandemic, but we've come a long way. And, if we keep focused on that, hopefully things will get better. And I feel like this concert is like, their way of saying, hang in there. Things will get better, hopefully, and we'll see you live and in person.
Yeah.
We'll lock eyes. We'll know your Army.
Yeah. So another thing that we talked about the songs. So a thing that we always talk about, and if you haven't watched any of our reaction videos, you guys should, because we always talk about wardrobe. So how many costume changes do you think that
million? I mean, how many were there for Sowuzu? Like 20? As many as every song? That is a very good question. I would say at least 5. That's my guess. That's my estimate. 5.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably do like little chunks. You know what I mean?
I think for TXT they did it by chapters, right? So they only had 3, right? Did they have 3? Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe they had more than 3, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll definitely be like a classy look. There'll be a street look.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be we've all been doing CrossFit, check out our guns look. And then I love when they usually have like some sort of like softer, like those Festa sweatsuits where they were all in pastels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like those kinds of looks too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all the looks.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they might have like the PTD what am I trying to say? Permission to Dance, PTD. Yeah, that's right.
So you're thinking jeans, cowboy hats.
Yeah, I seriously do. I feel yes, chaps. I feel like they'll bring that on, then they'll have like their butter look too in their suits, all debonair. I'm hoping for like some casual looks too, like just like you said, like the Festa where they're all like laid back and
which would totally work for Life Goes On songs, like we're stuck at home, but we're still
and then they can sing home in their
that would be perfect.
And Life Goes On and Home.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Home is one of my favorite songs, and I just love the meaning behind that too. But anyways,
not only is the meaning good, like the hook is so good. It's definitely one of my favorite songs, and I'm always surprised that it's not on like a full length.
I know, right?
Like, how did that not make the cut?
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
So good. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite songs. Yeah, so I'm in agreement with you. I'm gonna go with 5 though.
Yeah, I feel like 5 sounds like a decent amount. Plus,
Yeah.
you know, they have to change for the encore into Permission to Dance merch.
Yes.
So is it 5 plus that? Maybe it's 6.
Yeah, maybe it is 6. Yeah, because remember, yeah, the encore, like for Suwoozi, they came out in all of their Suwoozi gear,
And
you know?
so did TXT. They
Yeah.
came out in their Act Boy gear.
Okay.
Which is smart because if you haven't already ordered it, it'll sell out immediately after the first showing. Do not wait until they replay to buy merch. It will
Yeah.
be sold out by then.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
If you need a sweatshirt, get it now.
Already got it. I will do an
Woo!
unboxing, you guys.
Woo!
Yeah, I bought something from Permission to Dance. I think it was a long sleeve shirt. I don't remember anymore. Just take my money. Just take my money.
Well, it's nice. By the time you get it, it's like a free gift.
Yeah.
Forgotten all about.
Yeah, pretty much, you know, but I'll do an unboxing on that. So yeah. And what other points?
I feel like that covers most of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Mostly, in case you couldn't tell, we are very, very excited.
Oh gosh.
I feel like this is coming at the perfect time. I'm sure me and a lot of other people could use something to look forward to, something exciting, something that just it's escapism, you know, it takes you out of your dreary life for a couple of hours and you get to celebrate with people all over the world, which makes it extra cool. I hope they keep doing these online concerts even when they can tour again, because I like the sense of community it brings with ARMY. So I'm just really excited. I want it to happen already.
Yeah. Yeah. I am really excited about it. And you know, honestly, like I value sleep a lot. I do. I value sleep so much. And so for me to haul my butt up at like what 2:30, you know, to watch this 2:30, not PM, you guys, AM. Yeah.
Why is Korea so far away?
I'm like, why? Yeah, you know, says a lot because I get made fun of so much, you know, by my friends, like seriously, who are not ARMY, like they don't get it, you know, and they're like, wow, you know, you're staying up that late, you know, or you're waking up that early to see a band, you know, play. Yes, because they're worth it, because I want to escape from my life. And I want to, not that my life is awful or anything, but like I like listening to good music and I like listening to my favorite band, you know.
The joy they bring is worth a little sleeplessness.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. And then we get to talk about it afterwards.
Yes.
We'll be back again and we'll talk about it. You know, that's
probably for just as long. I'm just really excited. I can't wait to watch it. Like it's just going to be a joy to get to see them and to get to see them perform, which is what they really honestly love more than anything.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to your top 3 songs and see if we're right.
Close it out with that. Top 3 songs.
Top 3 songs that, like you said, top 3 songs, and let's see if we're right or not. Ooh. After, you know, then we'll have a discussion about the whole entire concert, and like, let's see if they actually sang it. So, okay, we're gonna exempt Permission to Dance, Butter, and Dynamite because we all know that they're gonna sing those 3 songs. Yeah, that is a given.
Yeah.
So, Korean songs. Let's go.
Okay. I am definitely going to pick Dimple. I'm just manifesting. I'm manifesting here.
Manifest.
Dimple.
Yes.
For sure. I really feel like the fans want it and hopefully they've listened to us. So Disease, I'm going with it. I'm just going with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really, really want I want Rap Line. I want lots of juicy Rap Line doing crazy things like in my face. I love it. I love it. So those are my 3: Dimple, Disease, and
Okay.
Or is it What are you picking?
Oh man, this is hard. Okay. I want to go with Home. I'm also manifesting, but also going on the point of we're still in a pandemic, but it's also a happy song. I'm gonna exclude Life Goes On. So
I feel like that's a given, right?
Yeah,
that's why I didn't say Spring Day, because I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, Microcosmos, I also feel
probably a given too. Yeah.
Okay, so then I am going to go with Boy With Love, because I feel like they sing that all the time.
Good choice.
So Boy With Love. And then let's see, one more, right? It's so hard to choose from. So
I know.
Boy With Love, and
aren't you gonna manifest your favorite?
I want Blood, Sweat, and Tears, but I feel like they're not gonna sing it. So I'm gonna go with Mic Drop, because so I chose two generic ones because I feel like
you chose Boy With Love, Mic Drop, and Home.
So I'm manifesting Home because I love Home.
That would be amazing. I really love Home. That would be so great.
Yeah, that's a great song. So yeah, because I don't think they sang Mic Drop for their one concert last year, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think that they did, but now I have to go back and check. But
well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, so because you said, I mean, like you want more of the rap line, even though it's all the guys, it's kind of close to, I guess, rap in a way. It's not exactly like the rap line.
I would consider it a rap line song, even though the vocal line does sing in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, predominantly it's a rap line song. Yeah. They're the stars. The other guys are, the backup.
Yeah, there you go. I guess so.
Not to be rude, but
but yeah, so those are my three choices. So yay. So I'm super excited. So if you guys are watching, let us know like what your songs, what you think it's gonna happen or whatnot, like at the concert. Like we want to know. So yeah. So if you guys like this video, I know this is a long one. It was supposed to be 10 minutes.
So much for that.
But it's BTS. We love talking about them. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. We talk about BTS a lot. So look forward to our I guess I want to say after show
right? Our post-concert review.
Yeah, post-concert review of just our thoughts about it, and what we wish like happened, which we never have any regrets anyways. At least I didn't for TXT and Sowusu. So I think they did great. But we'll talk about the concert again, So but anyways, so we are LaChiMoLaLa, and we will see you after the concert. 안녕.